the latest in the world of sports. But our focus is going to be on, we carried that story here yesterday, and we spoke to we had the voice of the captain of that is Real Tamale United, Baba Koshebu, who said that they were not going to honor the game against Dreams FC yesterday because of 5 months of unpaid salaries. Now he said it again that they have information that the team or the officials have traveled out of town with some players who, according to him, Baba Koshebu, were not registered players of Real Tamale United.
And he's the captain speaking.
Now, the issue about the players deciding to boycott this game started on Monday.
Yeah.
And so the Ghana Football Association cannot tell me that they never had a wind or a hint of what was going to happen.
For them to have engaged with RTU
to even find out what the problem was.
Where have they gotten to in resolving it?
Okay.
All right.
And even the prelude to this game should tell us that the match officials, including the match commissioner, the referees, should be so vigilant because they were on radio everywhere. The players of RTU were on radio everywhere saying that they were not going to honor the game. And so with the competition management system, there's a facility. This is something brought by FIFA. It's the FIFA Connect program. Now, it helps member associations register all stakeholders in a systematic way and keep track of players, coaches, and referees wherever they are in the world. Now, the Connect program provides a unique FIFA ID code for every individual who has a role in the football organization. Now, this code is like a digital football passport number and has the information of the history of each stakeholder. So, David, we now have the competition management system.
The CMS you're talking about
is
basically to help people identify who a player is.
So that you don't have impersonation, double registration, and all that. We have the system
If you join us on Facebook, we have this post. It was the 11th. Today is the 13th, so 2 days ago. And we placed this post on our Facebook page and other social media platforms where RTU players were saying that they were going to boycott that match on Wednesday, played yesterday.
Yes.
Now, for the benefit of our listeners, what happened yesterday?
So, RTU managed to gather some players.
They managed.
Yes. And it is alleged that these players play for some Division 2 clubs.
Division 2?
Yes.
They are not players of RTU.
No.
Okay.
And managed to put them in a bus from Tamale and travel to
go and play. Now
with this system in, so I've been speaking to people. Now, what I've been told is that at the pre-match match conference, what happens at the pre-match meetings? What happens is that they look at the color, the strips that the teams are going to wear. They talk about the ball boys, security, and all that. But when the teams, the pre-match is around 10 a.m., match will start around 3. So the team itself will arrive at the stadium maybe an hour before the game. So when the team arrives, then 6 players and 1 goalkeeper, including the captain of the team, will now come. They will inspect them. And during that inspection, you have their laminated cards with their pictures.
And their names.
And so there you have now we have the competition management system, the CMS. And so you just cross-check and see whether they are in there, just pop. And so if they had gone through this, the CMS yesterday, I don't think even this game would have come on. But one other, someone is also raising another issue, says that, okay, so the match commissioner can identify and see that this player is not probably the correct player.
Yeah.
But he can't stop you from playing. So he can just let you go on and go and play. Okay. But then after that,
write his report
and then make them know that this is what is happening. But David, where we are in football, the level of development that we are going through in football now, this should not be happening in the Ghana Premier League.
So did that thing happen? That's the CMS checks. Did it happen? Did the match commissioner?
We are yet to know because we've not been able to make contact with the match commissioner.
Number 2, how many players?
We don't know. So the FA says that. So they issued a statement. The disciplinary committee of the Ghana Football Association issued a statement yesterday. Okay, so here we have Nana Odro Safo on the line. But it is the Love Sports Center. We need to acknowledge our sponsors as well. But this is quite a crucial subject, and so we'll come back and acknowledge our sponsors. But let's go on the lines. Let's speak to Nana Odro Safo. He is a member of the Executive Council of the Ghana Football Association. Nana Odro Safo, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us here on Love FM.
Good morning, my brother.
I guess you're doing well, Nana.
I'm doing well. I thought the name is Nana Safo Odro.
Nana Safo Odro. I'm sorry, please.
Yes, you are calling me, though I'm an ESCO member, but because of my expertise on legal matters on football.
Yeah.
So I'm not talking in capacity as a FA official talking about the issue, but I'm talking as an expert on the legal regulations of the FA.
Yeah,
so have that on note.
As a member of the Awolowo Chambers.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, Nana. So, I mean, I'm sure you know what has happened or what happened yesterday at Dewu. We are picking up reports that RTU presented players who were not registered with the club. And I just saw this, that the FA is also charging them for a breach of Section 34, subsection 6D of the GFA Disciplinary Code 2019. For you, how can this happen? Because for me, I'm thinking that with the competition management system, we should not be where we are today.
Thank you for having me. And I prompted the FA president yesterday in the evening at the FA. I was with him and two other officials. And I said, look, this is what I've picked from Dewu. And it's not looking good. So I think the FA even did not wait for anybody to complain, but the prosecutor did a charge immediately because we saw a lot in the social media. We heard the people talk about it, and then we charged the corporate. The competition management system is a system, yes. What you do is you generate the list of players you want to play with in a particular match. You generate the list and present the list. When you generate the list, the officials will print the list, and then the players will come for an inspection. Unfortunately, when you generate the list, I don't think it comes with it just comes on a sheet of paper. I think you've seen it on our X handle. It comes out Michael Mensah, Jonathan Adi, Delali Atiasi. It doesn't come with pictures. Okay, then you have to present your registration cards, and this time we have a barcode that we use. Unlike before that you have a registration card that you show it to for inspection. So what they do is the captains go to inspect the names and then use the barcode to see if the person there is correct. But mostly they don't have time. They just they rush into it. Oh, this one. Then they pick it and then they go away with it. So you can use the CMS, and then you are even when the game is ongoing. I'm a legend. On halftime, when you go to the restroom and you come back, nobody checks anything again. You can even change players on the field of play. But the whole issue is whatever you do have the consequences. When you are caught, you face the consequences. So that is
it. Okay. Now, Nana, we thought has happened. What happened yesterday with the GFA already charging Real Tamale United? I can say that there seemed to be some level of truth, and then hearing from some of the players who did not play but who claimed that their names were on the sheet. Well, this development, has it cast a slur on the integrity of our competition? It's been good so far, but looking at what has happened, does it cast a slur on the integrity?
I don't think we should have anything to do with the voices we heard yesterday in terms of players who said we are the players, and then we are not we are in Tamale. We should not lay so much emphasis on it or have so much trust in that voices. If any of the players felt that his identity have been impersonated, then the player will have to also write to the FA, because who knows who we spoke to from behind? Who knows who is trying to do machinations just to cast a slur on the competition? I'm not saying it's totally wrong, but I'm saying it's not authentic until it's proven to be authentic. Casting a slur on the football association, that one I would like us to hold on a bit. We should look at. You see, that's why the whole thing have gone to the prosecutor. We should look at the intent. What were they trying to achieve? Because under our regulations, withdrawal of club, though their actions that's not tantamount to withdrawal, because it's a one match that they try to play. They tried to play, and then they played the way they played it. They could have stayed off and then come up with a just cause to say that we could not get our players to play the game. They only lose 3 points and then a fine. But what they have done now have a lot of consequences, and then the prosecutor would have put in a charge, and then they have to answer within 14 days. That is where we can also say a lot.
Okay, now we have we are going to the last games of the season. Now, with what we've seen yesterday at Dewu, what will be your advice to the Football Association so that we are able to at least make sure that we don't get controversies and of matches, results, manipulation of games in the last matches, because we know it's very crucial for some clubs. If not, they are relegated.
Yes, sometimes I find it very difficult to agree with people when it comes to talking about manipulation of games and other things. This Blaster Central African Republic game, if that game had been a local league, those have said it's a fixed match because they scored many goals. We should be measured with our statements regarding to matches. You see, we are the same people who talks about our league. That's the league. Our league is so good. Our league is so good. But our league is being rated high in CAF. And what can we do? We all have to be vigilant for the last games. Who cannot beat who? That is something that we should be asking ourselves. Who cannot beat who in the Ghana Football League? Everybody can beat anybody. That's what they say, MTN FA Cup, Obia and Obia. But we should look at the circumstances, how it should be done. We should be vigilant, that's all.
Okay, all right. So, Nana, thank you very much for speaking to us this morning. Maybe I'll come back to you later. Thanks so much.
Now that you've opened the floodgate, I will not sleep. They'll be coming in.
Thank you very much for speaking to us here, Nana Safu Drew. Okay,
Yes.
so, okay.
Greetings to my Kumasi listeners.
All right, I think they are all hearing you. Thank you very much. So that's Nana Safu Drew, a member of the Executive Council of the Ghana Football Association. And so, well, he says that he's trying to, he's done his part anyway, but well, whether his answers has been that convincing, we wait to see. But it's the last sports center here on Love 99.5 FM. Let's say a big thank you to our sponsors. F-Pack is effective for headache and relieves the symptoms of flu, cold, and catarrh. Blows away the pain associated with sore throat and relieves your body pain after a hard day's work. It's effective against feverishness and reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. It's also effective against rheumatic pain, and you can find F-Pack in all pharmacy and chemical shops throughout